After 20 years of dedicated service to the city of Ottawa, police detective Helen Grus thought she'd seen it all. But nothing could have prepared her for the battle of her life. When 9 infants tragically died, Grus uncovered chilling evidence suggesting a possible link between the deaths and their mother's vaccination status, specifically the Pfizer vaccines. Her investigation also revealed a troubling oversight. A fellow officer had deviated from established protocol by neglecting to inquire about the vaccine status of the mothers and babies, a standard procedure that had been in place for over 50 years. When Chief Peter Slowly and senior officers deliberately ignored the evidence of infant deaths, Grus became the target of a backlash from the top down. Ottawa police eventually charged Helen with discreditable conduct to make an example of her and to deter other officers from continuing her investigation. Meanwhile, Grus was suspended, her reputation dragged through the mud, and her career placed in jeopardy for simply doing the job she was sworn to do. This case is unprecedented. Never in Canadian history has a police officer been charged for conducting a professional investigation, yet that is exactly what happened. Even Ottawa Police Prosecutor Jessica Barrow acknowledged that Grus's investigation was halted and charges were brought against her for political reasons. This case will undoubtedly influence the mindset of Canada's 70,000 police officers, prompting them to consider whether certain actions are too political. Now that Detective Grus's tribunal has concluded, all eyes are on adjudicator Chris Renwick, who holds her fate in his hands. The decision is set for late February, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
Mr. Renwick, this case will define your legacy. It is a decision that will echo far beyond the confines of this tribunal, influencing the future of policing in Canada and how history judges your role in this critical moment. You stand at a crossroads where moral integrity and adherence to the rule of law should outweigh external pressures or political considerations. 70,000 police officers and millions of Canadians are watching, hoping that you will act with courage and fairness. Detective Helen Grus stands accused of discreditable conduct without evidence to support such a charge. Her work was driven by a sworn duty to protect the public, yet she has been met with systemic retaliation instead of recognition for her diligence. This trial risks becoming a symbol of injustice unless you rise above it. History would remember you as the one who upheld the principle that no corporation, politician, or senior official is above the law. Standing in stark contrast to the prosecutor's final submission that Detective Grus should have informed her supervisors about her inquiry due to its, quote, political ramifications. The audacity of such a statement cannot be overstated. It suggests that political considerations should dictate what law enforcement investigates. This trial is not just about one officer. It is about the very essence of what it means to serve and protect without fear or favor. Your ruling will set a precedent, whether for justice or for capitulation to political expedience and pressure. If ever there was a moment to stand for justice, this is it. The weight of this responsibility is immense, and Canada awaits your decision.